Hello, welcome back to the Our Smiling Faces podcast. Here's a deadline day special.
Transfer deadline day.
Jim White is with us.
I haven't got
Just a bit like Jim White.
I've been at work, actually. I've been at work, that's why I'm just saying this.
So, yeah.
I've actually got one of them yellow t-shirts in the house.
A t-shirt?
You should have wore it.
Oh, the deadline day ones, have you?
Deadline days.
Oh, you should have definitely done
I think
that.
Lee Lawler's got one as well.
Just remembered.
So
Yes, I got one.
you just snored. So, yeah.
I'm tired.
With this
It
close,
says danger on it, not
this
deadline.
close to breaking were record signing. This close.
It's already done.
It might
It just,
already
it's
happened.
done. It just hasn't been announced yet.
Unbelievable.
I reckon signed him, signed Bareka.
On
They're
loan.
now just waiting for Georgie Samaras, who used to play for Man City,
It's going to be 3, isn't it? It's
to come.
It's going to be 3 players.
Triple announcement tomorrow.
It's not going to be triple. They're not going to have a triple announcement with your club record signing. He's getting announced by himself.
He played last night for Benfica, so I think that one's a little... I think it'll happen, I do think it'll happen, but I do think they'll announce...
I think they'll stagger them. I would stagger them.
Yeah, I would as well. You can't have a... I don't think you can break a transfer record and have him sitting alongside someone else.
Yeah.
He has to be...
Sharing the scarf with both heads.
Yeah, I don't... And they might do.
I reckon they're going to have
Right.
a threesome.
Right. So, yeah, so Almiron, if you haven't watched it yet, there's an interview with a reporter over Roberto.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
What a
He was
name,
called
what a
Rodriguez.
He was, wasn't
He was called Roberto Rohan.
Even better. Imagine it, I'll just be walking around telling everyone my name, mate. If I said that name.
Roberto Rohan.
I don't
He
know.
dying,
he? To be honest, just means like Robert Smith, but in Spanish.
No.
Sounds better though, doesn't it?
Do you know what
He's
Kris
good, he's
says?
good.
Everything does in Spanish.
So a young kid, I think he's early 20s. He was screwed on. He knew inside out of
Excellent.
MLS and Paraguayan football and Almiron. He was great to have on. So if you haven't watched that already, go and give it a watch.
And we'll beat the Chronicle.
And we beat the Chronicle, who went and stole Roberto from afterwards.
Jesus Christ.
It's ours.
Didn't
Roberto
Lee-
stopped 2-timing one.
Didn't Lee Ryan say it was dead and it was
Yeah.
done?
Well, it was,
Well, I
though,
think everyone
to
was
be fair,
saying-
wasn't it? It was.
So I think what had happened, they went around every club and tried giving every other club apart from Newcastle in the end. But Newcastle were the only one that were put a formal offer in.
The thing is we don't know what we obviously
Roberto
had
says all
done.
of this. If you go and listen to it, mate.
Yeah. No.
We obviously had done all of the work as the rumours were, so that we would have him lined up, ready for the transfer window opening.
Just couldn't
However,
agree a deal.
the difference is Charlie and Mike actually wanted to save a month's wages, really, didn't they?
Well, it's 20 million apparently.
So
Well, they wanted to say 4 then, because
So they wanted 25.
Yeah.
We offered 16 and a half. Then we've gone to 20. Apparently it's 20 million. Dead on 20.
20 no. Then you've got agents' fees and wages and all the rest of it. So
It's probably
that's why they've waited until the end of January, so they could save the what he's going to be on it.
He'd be on a decent wage if he's
50
club record
grand,
signing.
let's say.
He's probably up there with highest earners, you would have thought. Club record signing,
Nah,
I think he's going to come in and get a
he's
decent
not going to
wage.
be on much. He's not on much money over in the MLS and
I bet
stuff.
he is, mate. Club record signing.
60 there you are. So he's
What's Lascelles on?
top.
70?
Shelby's on
No, they're on 80, 90 them too.
Oh,
Shelby and Lascelles.
Shelby's on 80, I believe, yeah.
So he's going to be
But he's
the
not
top,
struggling,
one of
let's
the
just put it that
top
way.
top
So what
earners.
was saying to Roberto was
So it's
saying...
£200,000 that they've saved, really, isn't it, by waiting a month to give him a contract
True.
No, they've saved 4. Oh, no, I saw you.
in wages.
What Roberto was mentioning, he was saying, great all-round player. He's very... What I'm portraying, he's very similar to Perez in regards to he'll track back and try and win the ball back from you. But he's saying he does. But he's saying the last few games he has.
No,
That's better.
I agree. He's not scared to do the other side of the field. Work hard
Of
for
course.
the team. Yeah.
He's
Okay.
saying...
But I'm looking forward to your next part.
Mind-wise, he's screwed on. He can judge the play and how it's going to go. He reckons he'll work really well with Rondon. He said Rondon's goal that he scored last night is similar to the goal the likes of Almiron's going to be delivering those balls like that, just down the wing, cutting inside, and getting the ball in the box. Or he can play that number 10 role, which I think we're all expecting him to play, that number 10.
Yeah.
We've been crying out for that creativity.
Left
haven't we?
foot-wise, he's got a great left foot on him. Right foot, he's diabolical.
Doesn't matter.
I know. He focuses too much on his left foot, but we'll have that Richie, don't we? Richie, he doesn't really tend to use his left foot.
I think
You could say that. You could say that.
Most
without-
players, yeah.
You could say where Perez doesn't use his left. He uses
Yeah.
his right.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. It doesn't
Course
matter.
it is.
half the time he just uses right.
See, right foot, he's pretty bad, but he went set pieces. He scored a couple of set pieces this year. He's very good at set pieces, and all around, he seems as long as we give him the time, he'll turn out to be a good player. He's saying it's a perfect time in his career now to get the move to the Premier League.
That's the thing, isn't it, though? Because you can just see
Time, yeah.
on his debut, he'll try to make a 20-yard pass and it'll go out of play.
No.
And the whole of these stand, oh, fucking hell.
No, I reckon he could lose the ball time and time again. They'll still be on his
Well,
side,
I mentioned this. I said we've had it in the past where we had Cabela in, we had Tovan in, and we didn't give them the time.
No.
The fans didn't watch chanting. I'm saying we, like personally I didn't, but the worst sections of the fan
Right.
saying you're not fit to wear the shirt.
Jesus.
Don't do that. If you're a fan watching that now, and if he doesn't hit the ground running, you might take 6 months, you might take a year, but stick by him.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But then I look at the flip side and I'm thinking Murphy. I didn't stick by him. So, yeah, I think Almiron, he looks like a good player. Roberto's confident that he's going to be a decent player forward.
Well,
So
to me,
fingers
it
crossed.
looks a bit like certainly when he has the ball and what I've seen, he reminds us, and I was waiting for his thing, like a Ben Offer, I think. Well, I've seen him ghost past players, and I think he reminds us a bit of him.
What's making me hold me judgment back a little bit is the MLS side of things.
Totally agree.
That's
Totally
what
agree.
it is.
But then you could say Dubravka was in, I don't know what league was he in? I didn't even know.
Czech, wasn't it? Czech league.
God almighty, that must be bad. Come on. That must
He
be
wasn't even
bad.
getting his game.
So, but I'm trying to be super positive there, and I totally understand the reservations, and I've got them myself.
Yeah.
Of course I have. The only thing I can say is, this is Rafa's number one target.
This is the name that was linked from day one.
We'll have to believe in Rafa. He must see something in him. The guy looks like he's got it. I think it'll take him time to settle. I don't think he's going to come in all of a
Fully
sudden and
agree.
be the best ever.
So if he signs now, he won't probably. No, he probably will be able to feature v Spurs.
Yeah, I would
because it's
think
like
so.
48 hours, isn't it?
He won't.
He won't start.
He won't
No,
start.
he will not start.
No.
And I think if we're losing the game, he won't. He won't. We've got. Is it another away game after that one though?
We haven't got another home game until the end of
We've got
February.
midweek. We've got another midweek game. Haven't we?
We'll
We'll play the Saturday and then the Tuesday.
Yeah.
The first home game will be Burnley. Oh no, apologise.
No, it's
Huddersfield.
the weekend
We've got
before that.
Huddersfield.
Yeah.
Which, oh my God.
Huddersfield and then Burnley within days.
Yeah, within days. So they're the two home games that but you still be to win them too.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think he'll feature before that. Not starting, but I think he'll feature before that, and I think his first actual start might be that game.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
actually, on the
Yeah.
team should go ready
Maybe.
to go. Yeah.
Maybe.
I could be wrong completely, of course, but
I'm hopeful. I'm
how can
I'm
you not be?
excited.
How
I'm
can you
excited,
not
really.
be?
I am.
It's
The
been
thing
it's been
that-
the best 24 hours this football club's had in how many years?
Oh yeah, true.
In how many years, man?
True.
We've sat here on this table so pissed off and so angry with what he's doing, and it doesn't. I'm not forgiving him for anything, but the last 24 hours have been the most positive I've ever felt. And
You know what it is
No,
that
no,
the-
right.
yesterday was probably the worst thing that could have happened to the anti-Ashley
Protests.
agenda and the protests
Well,
and stuff like that.
We've got to be level-headed and remember, just because he's just spent 20 million on a player, that doesn't stop anything.
No,
that
no.
doesn't cancel
But
anything
that's-
which he's done in the past.
That's the thing. It takes that venom
Cuts the edge
and
off, doesn't it?
the momentum that was there behind it, because it buys a bit of extra time for him now, because we've had a good result. That killed any protest that was
Any
going to happen
saying
at
after the game,
at
that
the
was
end of
killed
the
with the
game.
result.
Yeah, there was. I mean, I stayed behind like until the ground was like pretty much empty, just to see what.
frozen. He was just in the
I was
box.
just stuck there like that.
Can someone breathe on us?
But and then I walked down to the bottom of the Gallagher and I had a look, and there was some up in the singing section, some in the corner, but that was it.
Did anyone spot the one lonely tennis ball?
No, I didn't know.
There was one. Someone chucked in tennis balls.
Didn't see any chocolate
One-
coins. No, there was two.
There
was two.
Was it two?
There was two.
Two tennis balls. Fucking tennis players.
Two
have
tennis
more than
balls
fucking pockets.
and no chocolate coins.
I was laughing. at
52,000 seat stadium, and there's two tennis balls making
them
it.
posters, man, as well. I was howling.
So the posters, I thought it was a good idea, but not DW Sports, right? The other
What's that
side.
about?
I didn't like
The
that.
other side, United against Ashley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Great.
And that's what everybody was holding up, to be fair.
Everyone.
Well, I mean, everybody that had them and was holding them up.
Did you see anyone handing them out before the game?
No.
Did you?
Well, bearing in mind, I got there quite late, so I was bumming past 9 to get into the stand, and I seen about 1.4 million on the floor.
Yeah, there was loads on the. But there was a little bit of
paved it with
I was going to take a
loads.
photo actually. I was going
There's
to.
loads.
Just
Well, I
outside
actually
the club
found
shop,
mine on the wall.
It's too cool to hold them.
No, I could have picked one up from like the stairs and
Just
stuff
the
like
wall,
that.
yeah. He got his. Adam got his from the stairs, and I got mine from the wall.
Well,
But we were late going in. So
I got to my seat. I've already explained. I got to my seat, and the guy who was there, he You know, was it the Colin advert? He got any leeches for these? Was that the Colin advert years ago? Can you remember that? He opens his credit, got any leeches for these? He almost did that and he was like, well, I post that. He had about 58 of them. And he was just handing them out. And I was like, oh, mate, great. I didn't bother. Then I stuck it where you could see, because where I sit, you can like sort of prop it up. So.
Yeah.
And I seen a few people in the Platinum Club, in fairness, at half time had stuck theirs to the chair. So when we were walking down, there was quite a few with that. That was quite.
So
good.
it was clever. You could see that it had upset the club to a certain degree because there was a lot more stewards around the pitch.
Yes.
Did you notice
and
that?
police.
There was a lot more stewards.
Some of
around
them
the
got
pitch.
loads of
police in the
Someone
corner.
got, I think there's two got hide out in the
Was
corner.
it? Yeah, in the corner.
But early on in the game.
There was a young lad that got,
Yeah.
which didn't seem to be for
He's probably trying to rip the Sports Direct boys down.
anything that I could see.
I don't know exactly. Could be anything.
Yeah.
But in fairness, as I said before, the first goal didn't help. You know, it helped that. Sorry, it helped when them scored. That was it. And that, there was a good 5-10 minutes where it was, you know, it was going. We need to come up with more chance, though. I'm sorry.
Are you surprised there's no Charlie chance?
We're a clever.
I was thinking that last night
Nah.
because he was the only one that was actually there last night.
Nah, for me, no. I'm not saying I like Charlie. I'm just saying that.
You've just seen his hands are tied as much as every
Of
other
course,
boss.
how many times have I said this to you? If he walks into a meeting with someone and you want him to sign a player and he wants 80 grand a week and he goes, well, I've got £10 in the Sports Direct Cup for you.
No, but
doesn't matter who he is.
I
You
understand
kinda take
that, but I would respect Charlie a lot more if the likes of the fan forum meetings and all this just speak a bit, not more freely, but explain a little bit, saying this is a case, this is the money that we've got to spend. As much as I would like more money to spend, it's not going to happen. But he doesn't.
I don't think he has to though, because we're now.
He doesn't. I know, but it's not doing him any favours, is it?
Probably not. No, it's not. Is it? It's not. At the end of the day, he's got that job and he's close
He's a
to
local
Ashley.
lad as well. You got to remember, he's born and bred up here as well.
He's a puppet.
He is,
He is, but he's in a decent paid job, so
Well,
And
he's
why
not,
would you rock
he's
his boat?
not really.
well, he is.
Not considering.
He's in a decent paid job he's a managing director of a football club. He'd be making a canny.
So he's in a decent job, but he's not very well paid for it, by all accounts.
Yeah, he ain't living on the streets. I know that much.
Exactly. I bet he's got a nice house. Didn't they all have a meeting at his house not so long ago? Rafa, Ashley, and Charlie last week after one of the games.
Had it in his box room in the bedroom.
They weren't taking him to the fucking semi-detached fucking
Exactly.
council house, were they?
Aye, but no, I can kind of understand what you're saying in terms of that. I kind of get it why it's, but to me, when you're voicing it like that, it has to be to just him. Has to just be to him, because then the list could go on forever. Who's the other prick that sits next to him all the time? What's he called again?
Keith Bishop, who does get it.
Yeah, he gets it a lot.
He gets it all the time.
He gets it a lot. on
I've
social
never
media.
heard.
Mate, he had to shut his Facebook page down.
I know I saw something, but I've never heard stand up with you, Bishop. Like.
And his Google reviews.
But we need to come up with more songs.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's just stand up with you. Ashley's just pulls the tits out of us. To be honest with
Make
you.
one now. Go.
This we've got a bit of Sports Directors fucking shit as well.
Yeah, that one's okay. That one's all right. That one's quite good actually. Where's the money going? I quite like that one actually. But then you're clutching the straw. That's all right.
Knocking on Rafa's door, I like that one.
That's great.
Did
When you think of the songs that we've come up with,
There was another.
Richie's Magic Hat Richie one's
That's a
brilliant.
classic. That's
Isn't that really good?
It's the first football chant, the bin.
Aye?
Yeah.
What did you change the F word for?
Richie. No, he just goes.
Marvin
just
sings
stops.
Richie is magic. He wears a magic hat.
Cool.
I just was going. Richie.
He could have signed for West
He
Ham.
could have
maybe.
signed. He could have signed for West Ham, but he said, "Oh no, not that."
Excellent, good, I like it.
Just keep on talking. I'm sure I'll figure it out.
So, but there was another song that came out last night for Rondon.
Amazing. You do run, is that one?
No, that's not that one.
That's really good, that one.
So it was.
That's really good.
It was to the words of Anton Deck's classic hit of "Let's Get Ready to Rumble."
I didn't hear that. Like.
It was "Let's Get Ready to
Oh,
Rondon."
with it. I've got it. You ready? We'll see
Let's
what he
get ready
says.
to Rondon. Let's get ready to Rondon.
This was in 2006, 30th of September 2016.
Oh, is this old
It's not going to play.
tweet from?
You do run, you do run. I think that's amazing.
Magic, he wears a magic. He could have signed for West Ham, but he said,
No.
He must be about what?
I
Three?
did not Ken.
That wasn't actually his son. That was the Churchill dog.
No. Aye, no, but
It's good. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the next handful of months.
amazing.
So it's going to be 3 players. You're looking at 3 players bringing in. You're looking at 2 going out. You're looking at Hayden and Murphy going out.
Which makes sense.
Which is, yeah,
it
of
makes
course
sense,
it is.
doesn't
Of course
it?
it is.
Potentially Ash Rafflazar as well. So I read just before.
Exactly who?
A couple of the young'uns like Cal
yes.
Roberts go out on loan.
They're not going to affect the first team, are they? Well, the cup.
Yeah.
They're not senior players. It's not going to affect. So,
Oh,
so the two are Murphy and Hayden. Hayden, it's about time he was going. He doesn't want to be here. So he's done his. To be fair, he's done his time.
Yeah,
He hasn't want to be here. He's
It's not like he's really getting his move to where he wants to go though. If
he's got a
gonna
little bit
get
closer.
Was it Villa or West Brom? Or
On
was
the
it the other way?
Midlands.
What actually
It's a
is
lot
the
quicker to
issue?
get to London from the Midlands than
What actually? I know what you're talking about. What
family
is the
reasons.
issue?
I don't
see
know.
it,
That
it's
never
only-
actually came out.
It's only a couple hours on the
It
train,
could
man.
be anything. So that's why I don't want to slate him too much because there could be a
No,
lot more
no.
going on in his life than what we physically know.
No, I agree. I totally agree. And at the end of the day, you've got Longstaff, you've got Diarmy Shelby hopefully coming back at some point. You've got a new lad in. But actually, then another one. So there's going to be another midfielder coming in. So it does make perfect
Georgie
sense.
Samaras.
Left back, midfielder.
What's your thoughts on him?
Yeah,
What's your thoughts on him?
I don't know too much about him, so I can't really comment.
For what I've...
Was it Celtic in that money?
No, it's not really him, man.
Oh, that's what I thought he said.
He's about that age.
I know he's dead. He's dead.
He's
dead.
He's about 50 years old.
I know he's
now,
dead.
man.
He's dead, him. That's the lad at work was going, oh, there's a link to do with him. I was like, he's dead, man. He doesn't play anymore. Because I've never seen this lad play. This lad, I've never seen him play.
He's the one that looks like thingy of what's a
That was
band?
brilliant, that.
No, I know.
Aerosmith or
I know
something
that
like
that's
that.
not him, but I'm saying the lad says we were linked with him. So have you
it's
seen him play? though?
Samaris, not
Have you-
Samaras.
Have you seen him play though, this lad? Because I haven't.
Just bits and pieces
I've
in.
never seen him play like that. I don't know what he's like.
But
But it's a player.
it's
It's a player.
a player that should improve with.
You're doing Ashley at everyone that's watching now. You sound like that.
I always do.
You're
I
sticking
always
your finger
do.
up
That's
people.
why I still maintain that Ashley was just
Stop
sitting there
defending.
like that.
We'll get abused. Stop defending. Right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hopefully, good times coming over the next handful of months, like I said earlier.
Good times.
Hope he doesn't get injured straight away.
Oh, man, Deka.
Ferdinand.
Oh, fucking
Rio
hell.
Ferdinand would love that. He'd be like, told you.
Jesus Christ.
See, that asshole was on the train doing a Q&A. You ignored every message I sent him.
I got a few like.
He didn't. I don't think he read any single Newcastle message, did he?
Well, he must have seen him though.
Of course
No,
he did.
of course he did.
because one of mine had like 700 likes on
Little.
it. So he must have been getting it.
I like the ones
Must have
that
kept
got
on
called
top
him
of
a
his feed.
wobbly
Aye.
tashed knob and stuff like that.
All right, okay. Bye, everyone. Love you.
No.